myself, my name is Mandy Monroe, and I am your PTO president. This is my third year as your PTO president, and hopefully your last fifth week is going to take over soon. But I am here to welcome y'all and to welcome our new administration. Ms. Melissa Arnold, if you want to come up and say
set for my height. So I am excited for this opportunity this year to not have to do that awkward, whenever you have to bring it down. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I can't tell you how much it means to me and to my team to have a community of parents and students who would give up time during the summer to come and meet the administration team. I know that a lot of times we tend to get the bad reputation of being the admin who just discipline, and I can tell you we will do that too. However, we love kids, and that is why we are here. So I want to take a moment and introduce to you my team. Sarah and Andy, y'all y'all's chairs, it's awkward. Come closer, it is awkward. I want to introduce my administration team to you. I'm actually going to, that's terrible. I'm going to start with Rob Laurenstein. I'll have you stand up. Rob is coming to us from Keller Middle School, where he has had multiple years as an assistant principal there. Prior to Keller, Rob was actually in Louisville as one of their teacher of the years, y'all. I'm telling you, his office is decked out and all that. And a fun story about Rob, we were sitting at Jay Macklin's the other day having lunch, and this waitress comes up and says, "Hey, are you Mr. Borenstein?" He's like, "I am." She's like, "You had me in class 15 years ago." So he is unforgettable, y'all. I'm telling you, unforgettable. Rob is going to have the alphabet of A through K next year. And so he is also going to be taking care of some student council things. So if you're interested in some student leadership, Mr. Borenstein is going to be your person. So Rob Borenstein, A through K. Next up, we have Alyssa Womack. You might recognize Alyssa because she knows literally somebody every single place we go. We went to the movies last night and she was like, "Hey, do you remember that scene, that guy?" She's like, "I went to high school with him." She knows all the people. So Alyssa's coming to us from Coppell High School. When I got the opportunity to become the principal, I asked Dr. Hunt if I could please bring Ms. Womack with me, and he said yes. She has had multiple years of experience doing many different things. She started off as a Spanish teacher, so we do have a bilingual Spanish-speaking administrator on our staff to help us communicate with some of our families who have a need. Following that, she became a digital literacy coach in Irving, so technology background, really being able to do some fun things with technology to really help support instruction. Then she had the opportunity to move into an administrative role in Irving, and we stole her back to Coppell High School last year. Alyssa's going to have the alphabet of L through Z. She is also going to be our spirit coordinator for East, because I've never met anyone more spirited than this woman. We have purchased, she made Rob go out and buy this is a funny story. We have purchased Hawaiian shirts with Broncos on them because we might need them one day. So literally it's day 2, he's just been hired and she's sitting in the link and she's like purchases right now. So we're excited to have Alyssa here. Thank you. And then I wanted to make sure to bring the next 2 people up with us because they are a huge part of our admin team. Our athletic coordinators here at East help to run a gigantic organization of East athletes, 7th and 8th grade, and preparing our 6th graders to be able to take to the court, take to the field, and all of that. If you've never had the opportunity to meet Sarah Gomez, this is her. She is going to be one of our athletic coordinators next year. Sarah has been at East for the last 2 years, I believe. This will be year 3. Prior to that, she was all over the place. The coolest thing about Sarah is she actually was, not the coolest thing, a really cool thing about Sarah is she actually was a student here at East. So it's really fun when your people come back to be teachers where they call home. And that's one of the things that I love the most about this community is you might go away, but you always find your way back. So Sarah Gomez will be over all sorts of athletics, but really focusing on our girls' side. And then last but certainly not least, we have Andy Wagner. Andy is going to also be one of our athletic coordinators next year. This man right here has a heart of gold. I have known him from a distance for 12 years now when you were working at West, right? And then he transitioned over here to East because he saw the light and wanted to come to the middle school where he could, I don't know, I'm just gabbing now. All right, there we go. And so he is here. Andy is one of our history teachers. He also is great in every single sport. I've ever watched him coach from afar, and I know that he has a heart for kids. One of the things that stood out the most to me about Coach Wagner when we were interviewing was just his approach to making sure that the whole child was being addressed. It's not just about making them great athletes on the field, but it's about making them great men. So, and women, and making sure everybody is there. So I know y'all worked with Andy and with Sarah in the past. I'm super excited to welcome them to my administrative team as our athletic coordinators. So thank you very much, Andy. I took some notes, so I'm going to get my phone out, not because my daughter is texting me, but she is. Do your children text you all the time, or is it just mine? Like, she texts all the time. To be able to tell y'all a couple of things about us. So it's really important to me that you understand who I am as a person. And so when Mandy offered me the opportunity to have a meet and greet, she said, do you want to meet with the PTO or you want to meet with the whole community? And I said, bring on the whole community. We're excited to be able to see you and get to know you and get to know your kids, because to me, this is what is important. We get the opportunity to see your kids from the hours of 8:05 until we send them home at 4 o'clock, but then they go to you and then you send them back to us again and we start all over again. And so if we can have that partnership where we communicate and we work together, we're going to be able to do the unthinkable. We're going to be able to truly impact them at an age that is probably the most foundation, it's just the most important age that you can have. So I am super excited to be able to be here. I have been in Coppell ISD since 2005. I had the opportunity in January of 2005 to actually be a long-term substitute at the Coppell High School, and then got the opportunity to move into the classroom and onto the administrative team at CHS for the past several years. It was funny, last year I was getting ready for homecoming, my daughter Michaela and I were talking, and I said, hey MJ, next year we can carpool to homecoming, and I thought she was gonna die, y'all. She's like, no, you cannot go to homecoming, and I was like, I have to, it's my job, like they're not gonna not let me go to the dance, and she's like, Mom, you can't go. And so at that point in time, I told my husband, I said, I think it's time I start putting some feelers out there to see what's next, so maybe she can live the next 4 years of her life without her mama next door. And so I was so thankful for Dr. Hunt and for the school board's trust in me to be able to come here and to lead. So I want to tell you 3 things tonight. There are 3 things that my administrative team is going to focus on that is kind of our commitment to you as parents and to you as students. The first one is we're going to be present. We are going to be everywhere. Kids, you're going to get tired of seeing us. We're going to be in the hallways, we're going to be in your classrooms, we're going to be in this cafeteria, we're coming to your games, we're coming to your events, because I think it is super important for your administrative team to be there for you. If we truly believe in that fish philosophy that we're going to talk about in a second, it is important that we are present and that we are there. It is also important that we communicate well. I've gotten some feedback from my parent newsletter. I think it went well. I actually love doing that. I was an English teacher, and so writing communication is kind of my jam. So you're going to hear a lot, and it's going to be in a form like that where you get all of your stuff in one place. It's my goal to only try to send you something once a week so that it is meaningful and that it is something that you will be able to use. We are going to communicate with you. If you call our offices, you're going to hear back from us, even if it's just to say, hey, we got your message, we're looking into it. I think it's important as a parent that you know that you are heard. If you need anything, we have email addresses that we check all the time. We have phone numbers that are on the website. You can come to us, and that also is included in athletics and fine arts too. Anything that you need, please come. We want to be there, we want to communicate. And the final thing that we're focusing on this year is engagement. We want to make sure to provide opportunities for everybody to have an opportunity to engage. If you're going to be successful in school, students, it's going to be because you made a connection. You find your love for choir, you find your love for singing, you find your love for the stage, or maybe you find your love in art or in football, basketball, but you have to find your thing. And the coolest thing about middle school is you get the opportunity to do it all. And so here's where you really decide what is it that I am going to do and how am I going to set myself up for success. So our goal is to show you how you can impact others through what you're doing. And parents, we're gonna engage y'all too. I love this community because the school is sitting right in the middle of all of your homes. You see everything and it makes me happy. So as you're seeing things, if you see things going awry, feel free to email Mr. Board. I'm just joking. You can email all of us. That is perfectly great. We are happy to help you with whatever we can. The final thing that I want to talk to y'all about today before we kind of just go about and greet each other is the fish philosophy. When I took over this job, one of the things that Ms. Springer said to me is, what traditions are you keeping and what traditions are you going to let go? Because one of the things that we have to do is move on and create new traditions too. We need to be solid in the ones that we're keeping, but also allow new people to have new traditions. So the first thing that I told her is, we can't get rid of Bronco Bash, they love it. So we will be here for Bronco Bash on the 31st of August. If you have not had an opportunity to sign up for the PTO newsletter, please do so. And they have a lot of information about that. Coach Wagner doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be in a dunk tank, and he is very excited about that. So, and maybe if I can talk Coach Gomez into it too, we're gonna get them up there. It's gonna be a fun time. Bronco Bash is not going away. We're also gonna keep pace, because pace is is who y'all are. It's about character, it's about really showcasing that. We're gonna tweak it a little bit. We're bringing back a breakfast that I think because of COVID might have been changed a little bit, but we are gonna bring that back. And then we're gonna keep the fish philosophy, and here's why. One is written on your walls, our walls. But two, it truly is who East, it's our community, it's our culture. If you're unfamiliar with the fish philosophy, there are 4 tenets to it. The first one is we're gonna be there for people. So if you as a staff member, or you as a student, or you as a parent are there for somebody every single day, you make a difference in their life, you make an impact, you engage. We're going to choose our attitudes. Sometimes this job is hard. Students, it's hard every day to be a student. I know, I'm raising a 13-year-old right now. I don't know how y'all are doing it, especially with the land of social media right now. So we've got to be able to choose our attitude for people. We've got to be able to make a difference. That's the third one. Make a difference in someone's life each and every day. And then finally, we have to have fun. We have to play. We're going to have many opportunities throughout the school year, throughout the school day, for you to be able to connect with each other, to be able to play, to be able to have fun. And I'm just so super excited to be a Bronco, y'all. I can't tell you how thankful I am and how humbled I am that I have this opportunity. And I look forward to being a part of this family and a part of this community with you. I also have to end with a picture that you saw on the websites from 10 years ago. Since then, COVID has happened, my hair's grown long and I turned blonde. So if you see me in the grocery store, because we are a member of this community or anywhere like that, feel free to come up and know that I don't look like the picture you're going to pull up and look like on the website. Completely different person here. We have transformed. So I'm going to turn this back over to Mia Neumann. We are going to just have an opportunity to visit and to talk. I want to give a shout out because Dr. Hunt has come into the building. Way back when Dr. Hunt, do you remember when Mr. Turner was, or when Dr. Turner was our superintendent? And we would say, Dr. Turner's in the building and we have to go down into a lockdown. Remember those times? Yeah. Dr. Hunt actually hired me as a teacher year one when he was the HR director. So him and I go way back. I'm very thankful he's here, and I'm thankful for Mr. Cavanis next to him, part of our school board. I do know that Mr. Cavanis is also an East parent, but I would be amiss to not shout him out. So if y'all have not joined the PTO, then we do have some representatives here who are going to talk to you. They are going to be over here so that they will be easy to find. But my administrative team and I are just going to go around, visit. We're here to talk, do whatever y'all want. We're here till y'all tell us to go home, and then we're going to Anamias. So that's all I got. All right, thank you.